Final Destination, 2000. Plane explosion. Alex Browning boards Flight 180 with his classmates. He feels a sense of unease as the plane takes off, but it's not until the plane reaches cruising altitude that his terrifying vision hits. Sparks fly, a deafening explosion. The cabin rips apart. People scream. Flames engulf the seats. It's chaos, violent and deadly. Alex panics and desperately demands to be let off. The flight attendants refuse. He screams louder, a fight breaks out, and Alex is removed from the flight along with a few others. Moments later, from the terminal window, they witness the explosion. The plane disintegrates mid-air. Alex is stunned, realizing he's cheated death. But death doesn't forget. It's just getting started. Todd's death. Todd is alone in the bathroom, brushing his teeth, unaware of the danger that's creeping up on him. The bathroom is flooded with water, but he doesn't notice the leak near the tub. He steps in, and in an instant, his foot slips. His body crashes into the side of the tub. He grasps for balance, but instead, the wire from the shower curtain wraps around his neck. The wire tightens. Todd struggles, thrashing, desperate for the scissors on the counter, but they're just out of reach. He claws the air, but his vision blurs as the pressure cuts off his breath. Finally, he goes still. It's not suicide. This wasn't a freak accident. Death claimed him silently, without mercy. Terry gets hit by a bus. Terry stands on the sidewalk in the middle of a heated argument with Carter. Her voice is sharp, filled with frustration. She snaps, shouting at him, "You can all drop dead!" And at that very moment, the sound of screeching tires fills the air. A bus barrels toward her, and before anyone can react, it slams into her with bone-crushing force. The world around her freezes as blood sprays across the pavement. Luton is trying to escape her fate, packing a bag, trying to outrun the inevitable. But Death has other plans. As she moves through the kitchen, her mug slips from the counter. It shatters, spilling vodka everywhere. She curses as she cleans up, unaware that her actions are setting a deadly chain in motion. The spilled vodka creeps toward her computer, sparks fly. A fire ignites, quickly catching onto her clothes. She panics, trying to put it out, but the fire spreads. As she stumbles away from the flames, a knife falls from the counter and stabs her in the chest. She gasps, trying to crawl to safety, but as the flames grow, the house erupts. The explosion is deafening, taking her life in an instant. No matter how fast you run, death always catches up. Final Destination 2, 2003. Highway pileup. Kimberly sees the future before it happens. A horrific vision of a highway pileup. Cars crash into each other. Metal twists and breaks. Flames erupt and bodies fly. She can't look away. The chaos, the screams, the destruction. She fights the urge to scream herself. In a panic, she blocks the on-ramp, preventing others from entering. But as she watches from the shoulder, it happens, exactly as she saw it. The cars crash, the chaos unfolds, and lives are lost in the blink of an eye. She saved some, but not all. Death isn't done yet. It's just been delayed. Evan's apartment fire. Evan survives the crash, thinking his troubles are over. But fate has another death sentence for him. Inside his apartment, he's cooking dinner when a greasy fire breaks out. He grabs the fire extinguisher, trying to put it out, but slips on the kitchen floor, falling onto a fire escape ladder. The ladder pierces his eye with brutal precision. His body crumples to the ground, lifeless. It's ironic, cruel. He thought he had escaped death, but instead it claimed him in a moment of carelessness, his life snuffed out in an instant. Tim crushed by glass. Tim thinks he's free. He's already survived his first encounter with death. But outside, he's distracted by pigeons and unaware of the looming danger above. He steps beneath a massive glass pane that's suspended precariously. With no warning, it falls. Crash! The glass shatters on impact, slamming into him with deadly force. He's crushed instantly, his body pinned beneath the shards. His death is quick, clean, brutal. No chance to react. Just a violent strike from the hand of death. Nora's elevator decapitation. Nora steps into an elevator trying to calm her nerves. The doors close, but something isn't right. A man's prosthetic hand gets caught in her hair. She jerks her head back, trying to free herself, but it's too late. The elevator jerks into motion. The man's hand pulls and her head is trapped in the gap. Panic sets in. The elevator moves again, jerking, snapping her neck with a sickening crack. Her body slumps, decapitated. In the blink of an eye, with no mercy or warning, roller coaster crash, Wendy boards the roller coaster Devil's Flight, snapping photos of the ride. But then, her vision hits. The coaster, the rails, bolts, snapping, chaos. She watches in horror as riders are thrown into the air, screaming. She jumps off, screaming at her friends to get off too. But moments later, the coaster crashes exactly as she saw it. The screams, the metal tearing apart, bodies flying. It's a nightmare come true. The list has started. Death is following them, waiting for them all to slip up. Tanning bed fire. Ashley and Ashlyn enter the tanning beds, joking and mocking the idea of death. But fate isn't laughing. The beds malfunction, trapping them inside. A shelf falls, blocking their escape. Heat builds, the beds overheat, and flames spread quickly. The girls scream, but it's no use. The fire consumes them. They burn alive, their screams silenced by the heat. Vanity didn't save them. In the end, death took them when they were least expecting it. Frankie's fan. An unforgiving bridge collapse. Sam watches as a suspension bridge collapses before his eyes, cars plummeting into the water below, metal screeching as bodies are thrown into the chaos. It's too real. He snaps back into the present, warning his friends. They make it off the bridge just in time, but the future is relentless. The collapse happens exactly as he saw it. The bodies hit the water. Death's patience is unmatched. It's only a matter of time before it collects them all. Candace's gymnastics death. Candace is at the gym, practicing her moves. Her focus is intense, but small mistakes lead to a fatal one. She leaps into the air but slips mid-flight. Her body folds in half, and with a sickening crunch, her spine snaps. She crumples to the mat, lifeless. It's graceful, tragic. Death's choreography is perfect. Isaac's laser eye surgery. Isaac sits in the chair, nervously awaiting his laser eye surgery, but the machine malfunctions, burning his eye. In a panic, he stumbles, falling forward onto a shard of glass. It cuts deep. He gasps, his life draining away as his blood spills onto the floor. It's swift, surgical, just like death. Olivia's window fall. Olivia, disoriented and blinded from surgery, stumbles near a window. The glass shatters, and before she can react, she's falling. She crashes to the pavement below, her body twisted, her eyeball popping out from the impact. It's brutal, precise, and painful. Death doesn't care about mercy.